going on, John?
What's going on? We're here.
FTR finale.
Yeah. This is what it's all about, right? 3 days of shooting and thousands of bullets down range, and it's down to 2.
So, David Kokoschka, he hasn't lost a single match. He's 100% undefeated. He's on the top bracket. He won this morning's match. He's sitting there waiting for whoever wins. The last man standing on the bottom bracket, which is Armen.
Yeah.
Armen is coming up. He's been battling all day.
Yeah, and it's interesting because we went over these matches, and Armen had some pretty slugfest battles to get out of that bottom bracket, and I think in a way, Coco almost was kind of like, I don't know that anybody even noticed what Coco was doing because he kind of just slid through that top bracket.
What do you mean nobody noticed? He beat all those people.
I know. But
Trust me, all those people he sent to the lower bracket, they noticed.
They noticed. But you know what I mean? Like, I like watching that bottom bracket because I feel like, you just see some amazing matches in those bottom brackets. And
well, every match is an elimination match.
Yeah, it's an elimination match. So,
every match. The loser gets out. Loser gets out.
Yeah.
So, they're very tense matches. But anyway, let's talk about the gear right quick.
Okay.
Armen is shooting a Rimrock BRM action from Borden Rifles.
Okay.
The barrel is an IBI barrel. Stock is Dima. The scope is a March Highmaster. He's, of course, shooting 308 caliber. And he's shooting a Berger 220Xs. His powder of choice is Varget. Brass is Lapua.
Cool.
And his bipod is Seb Joypod.
Yeah. Nice.
David Kokoschka, Coco, like we call him, he is also shooting a Borden action. His is a Borden with a PRT stock. Calibers also 308. The scope is also a March. The barrel is a Hawk Hill. He's also shooting Berger 220Xs. And he's shooting a Phoenix bipod. That's about the only difference is the bipod.
Okay.
and the stock.
And I mean, we've talked about this before, but Coco has traditionally shot on the open side of things.
Well, he's an open shooter. He just decided to try TR because he wants. He's working on his wind reading, so he decided to go shoot some TR, and man, he just plowed through the field.
Yeah. And big shout out to our sponsors, by the way. The V Squared match would not happen without Capstone, which would be Vitavori and then Vortex. 2 big sponsors. They cover our matches, and they're just amazing sponsors.
Absolutely. And by the way, stick around because at the end we're going to have an interview with a winner.
Oh, nice.
All right, John, here we go.
First side is a 5.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just like that, Armen's off and running.
Yeah, so he nails a 5 for his first shot. Keep in mind, Armen he's been shooting. He's been shooting a lot today. So, and those conditions the flags are moving around. So for him to hit a 5 on his first sider, that's pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. And people have to keep in mind that I think it's nearly twice as many rounds that Armen's put down range by the end of this that Coco has, because of the battles that Armen's had on the lower end of the bracket.
Yeah, and on the same token, for Coco to have nailed a 5 there, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
She hasn't been shooting for a while.
Yeah, it's
second side is a 5.
It's been probably 3 or 4 hours since Coco shot. Armen's probably only been a couple hours, if I remember right.
5, 2 on.
Is he gonna take them?
I would. Why wouldn't you, man?
Just hey, people do strange things in these finales.
Yeah, those flags are moving pretty good. I absolutely take those shots.
Yeah, those are good 5s, and you can see the bracketed now, so he definitely took those. All 3 shots. Everybody's trending a little bit higher right now. You saw all of them were above the X ring there.
Now, one thing to mention is that 5 ring is 10 inches at 1,000 yards, and that V ring is 5 inches.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Second sider. 4.
Yeah, I don't want him.
Yeah.
So Coco clicked down. Obviously, he's taking no siders.
Yeah.
Armen's got 8 shots to go. Coco's got 10 to go. That means Coco's going to get to string fire 3 shots at the end.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Wow.
3 on.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Look how calm he is, though. Armen.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Well, Coco asked him, why did you do that? Because now Coco has to shoot, right? And now he has no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Because keep in mind, Armen hit 2 5s as siders, blind.
Yeah, I mean, they were both kind of right in that same area. So they, Coco has to figure, well, we're both probably taking the same holds.
Yeah. Well, it's all right. I mean,
1 on.
Thank you.
he's down 1. He's still ahead, technically.
I know, but man, this went south real fast.
Well, and now that noise you hear, it's raining. Keep in mind, those flags are now getting wet. So everything that they learned up until this point about how the
on.
flags
Thank you.
behave
You're
is
welcome.
different now that the flags are getting wet.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, Armen is down 3 points. Coco's only down 1. But those flags just switched around.
And like you said, I mean, those flags, people have to remember, those flags are 12 feet long and 4 feet high. It doesn't take much for the water to affect them.
5,
Yeah.
3 on.
Thank you.
Coco caught it.
Yeah.
Or 2 on.
2 on. Yep, 2 on.
They're definitely following each other, though. You can see, like, whatever's going on, whatever they're seeing it together right now. I think Coco just had the advantage of Armen losing that one to kind of maybe take a little extra on it.
Yeah, Armen's definitely taking his time.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
There
you
we
got
go.
it.
5.
You
5
got it.
on.
Thank
That's
you.
gotta feel
You're
good,
welcome.
because he
Yeah.
had been lost there for 2 shots,
Yeah.
and now the flags turned around. He had to really take his time, which we noticed that he did, and he got it. So now he's getting his bearings. I imagine from here on he should do better.
And the flags are still having a little trouble agreeing, but
Yeah,
4,
Yeah.
3 on.
there's
that's
Thank you.
that's going to solidify what he was looking at. Coco, he also took his time, and I don't think he believed it quite as much.
yeah. It's I mean, at this point, Armen's bought back a couple points there.
Ooh,
4.
yeah. Look at those flags,
6
though. I mean,
on.
they're
Thank you.
they're sometimes again they just got wet, right?
Yeah.
And you see that both shooters are going downwind because the flags are not showing the wind. You know, they're not showing the same value as they were when they were dry.
Yeah. And even if you look way down at like the 800-yard line, you've got one just moving to the left, and then you look at the right side, and it's going out the right. So it's kind of like, and they're doing a little bit of this. So
Still can't believe it.
4, 4 on.
man,
Thank you.
they both like that side of the target right now. That's for sure.
No, they don't. Guarantee you they don't. Look at that first flag on the right. It's starting
Yeah.
to stand out. So this needs to be a 2-line movement. That's a 1 MOA movement. And that's a bold movement, because if you're wrong, you're blowing a 3 on the other side. So this is
Yeah.
a tough call. He caught it.
Nice
5,
shot.
7 on.
Nice
Thank
shot.
you.
You're welcome.
It's only a 1-point match all of a sudden. Yeah, Coco's really trying to figure out what to do here.
This might go out the right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Son
Look
of
at
a...
4, 5 on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Those flags picked up hard to the right, just before he took his eye off the
I like that
spotter.
spot.
I had a feeling that might happen.
Now Armin's looking at this. Now the sun's coming out. You see that? So
Yeah.
I guarantee the mirage is really showing up about now.
All that moisture out there. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, caught it.
caught it. So all of a sudden we're tied.
you.
I mean, we're
Yeah.
both down 4 points.
Thank you.
0 X's or V's.
I mean, it just goes to show you how tough the conditions are out there.
It's a long way. It's 1,000
Yeah.
yards. And look at that flag, that first flag to the right.
Yeah, and look at the one on the left. I mean, they're.
Yep, see?
Yeah. Oh,
Jeez.
4, 6 on.
Thank you.
Yeah, Coco's really having trouble here.
yeah. I mean, he's thrown
Look-
4 fours in a row, and that's. I don't care who you are. That's hard. That's hard on you. To know that you're that lost.
Especially because you know he's doing something about it. And it just
Yeah.
keeps landing in the same spot. Oh, so
Oh.
close. So
Yeah.
close.
Thank you.
Now this is Coco is what we call getting behind the wind. He's literally put all his shots in about half MOA because you know the difference between the 5 ring and the 4 ring is half MOA. He's put them all over there, but because he's behind, he's been
5,
putting
7
them
on.
Thank you.
outside the 5 ring.
Yeah.
So he's making the right movements. It's just he's 1 step behind on the wind.
And even that one, I mean, that still wasn't technically enough. Whatever he did.
V-Bull. Very nice.
There we go. We got our first V on the board.
Thank you.
You're
Yeah, and all of
welcome.
a sudden he's ahead with that V.
Right? Yeah.
Armen already put his flag in there.
Armen's done. No. Armen's done.
Oh, that's right. He's down
Yeah.
5 points. Correct.
Yeah, he's down 5. So
Okay,
he's
so
done.
Coco's got 3 shots to go, and he gets his string fire those. So he can't win now. Well, no,
Well,
yeah,
you
he
know,
can hit V's.
He needs 2 Vs. Yeah.
Yeah, he better be hitting some V's quick. He needs at least
Yeah, he
one to
needs
keep it
2
going.
Vs. Yeah.
I think I could see.
4, 9 on.
That's it.
Yeah, you
can't
got
win.
it, Omar. Armen,
You got
think
one
you got
more
it.
shot.
huh?
You got one more shot.
I can't catch up.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want to give me a 6 for a V-Bull.
Sure. Anything for you, man.
So here we go.
So Armen's ahead by 1 match.
Yeah.
First shot is a 4.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right now, Armen is down 1. You know, he's down. He's on the lower bracket, right? So he's got 1 loss. Coco's undefeated. So Coco has to lose once to Armen, and if that happens, then they both have 1 loss, and then they go to a sudden death match.
Yeah.
First shot at 3.
Wow.
Awesome.
You could hear the frustration when he said that.
Well, it's a cider. It's okay.
Yeah. And
Now, keep in mind, they waited about 15 minutes or so before this match started.
Yeah.
So, obviously, his gun cooled or something happened. Okay, so Armen's going to
Side
convert
is a
that for
V.
I'll
sure.
take that, please.
You sure?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so Coco better get close to center on this one.
Sure.
Yeah, he needs this. And it's tough for us to see the top of his scope, but I don't think he made an adjustment on this one.
Well, he had been centered up the whole time.
Yeah, that's why I bet you he's going to see where this one goes and without making an adjustment.
Oh, man.
Second side of 4.
He's got to click up
Thank
now.
you.
There he goes. Click, click.
Yeah.
Man, those flags are going right to left now.
Four, 2 on.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, see now Coco's about to take his first shot for record, and he just saw that Armen just lost it as well. So now he's trying to figure out
4-1.
where to aim.
Thank
And
you.
again, he saw that Armen went right, so he held left, and guess what? He went left. So let's see what Armen's going to do. I expect that he puts it somewhere in the 5 ring at least, because he saw what he did, he saw what Coco did. All he has to do is split the difference.
Yeah.
There it is.
There you go.
5, 3 on.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Those left side flags down all the way down the line have been really consistent. Of course, I say that and then the first one moves, but I mean, by and large, they've been fairly consistent down the left.
Yeah, but see, the left flags are going left, and the right flags are kind of going away from the shooters, showing a tailwind. It's tough. I expect that they're relying on Mirage at this point to make their win calls.
Four, 2 on.
That's got to be killing Coco, man.
So I mean, go ahead and pause it for a second, because I just have a question. Like when you watch something like this, it's easy for us because we're backseat driving, right? Like we have the luxury of watching this, but for somebody in Coco's position, if you're telling a shooter who's watching this and you see how many shots Coco's thrown into that right side 4 ring, how do you get somebody to shake whatever they were doing and say, look, it's not working, I've got to try something else?
Or just hold more. Throw one on the other side. That's what I do. If I hit 2 9s downwind or 4s, I force myself to either. My next goal is to hit one on the other side, so I can at least bracket the wind. And guess what happens? Yeah. Oftentimes when I get really bold and I say screw this, I'm going to throw one on the other side. It lands somewhere in the middle, because then all of a sudden I get caught up with the wind. So what's happening is Coco's afraid to shoot one upwind, so he shoots 3 downwind, and that's common. It's very common in shooting. So that's typically what I do.
I think that's good advice.
Yeah, just get bold and throw one on the other side. Most of the time you won't.
I mean, if you're going to lose a 4, you might as well lose it and learn something, right?
5, 4 on.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
In the meantime, Armen's going, lose 4s? What are you guys talking about? I don't do that kind of crap.
But he's still shooting high. Like he's preserved some shots, but he's
in the 5 ring,
high.
man. He's in the 5 ring.
I know. We say that.
But I do what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But with you have to understand, they're taking in all this data, and he's seeing Coco lose 4s, and he's lost a 4. His first sighter was a 4, second was a 4. Every time he hits a 5, he's just happy with it.
I don't deny that. There we go.
5, 3 on.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I think to your point, Coco's still a little bashful with those calls though, because it's still a downwind 5.
Yeah. But he's getting there. Now, these are not easy shots. You can tell by how much time they're taking.
Yeah. Well, and if you watch Armen's eyes, yeah, good shot. If you watch Armen's eyes, you can watch him. You can see how he looks, and he's looking at the right side flags because he was on it. He thought he had something, then he peeked real quick. He came back. I don't know if he made an adjustment or not, but you could see, like, even while he's on the scope, he's coming off it with his eyes just to verify that flag over there.
Yeah. You know, you were talking about how he's been high the whole time. I don't know that he's been high because remember originally when he shot that 4, it was low. So I think his gun just is not shooting super tight.
Oh, that's a good point.
And he knows that. He just got he knows the gun is centered up at this point. So he's just going to roll with it.
Thank you.
Oh, Coco found the V. There you go.
Yeah. Now, Coco's only behind 1 point. So it's not like he's out of it.
No.
You can see he's getting brighter out there.
Yeah.
It's getting brighter out there. That means the mirage's got to be boiling like crazy. Not boiling, but it's going to be showing up like crazy. It's all that moisture. Oh.
Oh!
3, 6 on.
So that's why he was taking his time.
Oh.
Now Coco.
Yeah, because, man.
Now Coco had just found it. And now look at him. He's got
I hate when you do that stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
He's got a hard decision to make because he had just found it. All of a sudden, Armen, who had already found it, blows a shot way wide. Now, you know, technically, Coco, all he has to do is clip a 4, and he will tie, right?
Yeah.
So it's a pretty easy shot if you think about it. Just at least get back in the game, right? Obviously, he's trying to put in the center. And he did.
There it is.
5 on.
Thank you.
So all of a sudden, Coco, 2 shots after, Coco's ahead by 1.
Yeah.
He was behind by 1, now he's up by 1.
It changes that fast in this game. And, you know, we talk about pair firing and, you know, compared to string firing. And this is what happens because you don't have a choice. You've got to take a shot. You have to make a decision. And that is not easy.
Yeah, especially when your partner blows a 3 like Armen did.
4, 7 on.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
See, now Armen's in trouble, you know?
Yeah.
And this is how fast it flips.
Yeah.
Now look at Coco. This is stressful. Look at Coco. Every time he has to make a shot, he takes a deep breath, he looks at the conditions, and he just gets ready to send it. I wish I had a heart rate monitor on these guys. I guarantee you their heart rate is just going
We need to get
crazy.
some Fitbits next year. Throw some Fitbits on them.
Oh,
Wow,
he
nice
caught
shot.
it.
6 on.
Thank you. I'm not going to be
Wow.
any paint left.
That was a good shot.
What do you say? It's not going to be any paint left? Is that what he said? Let's talk about the line.
Yeah. Those flags, I mean, look at that right to left that's happening right now.
Man, those flags are blowing. Oh, he caught it.
Oh,
Oh,
what a recovery.
Thank
Now,
you.
he must have made... Oh, look at it. Look at the flag going the other way now. It
Yeah.
was going right to left, and now it flipped completely around. Man, those
And that's-
conditions don't last.
No. And I mean, think about it. Like, we know what would happen if Armen had waited 5 seconds, 10 seconds longer to shoot. I mean, easily a 5, maybe a 4.
You know,
Timing's
just based on what it had been doing. If Coco loses one, it's gonna go to the right. If he loses it,
Yeah. So he's looking.
unless
he's looking at the
he
flags.
goes to the left. Oh, he got it.
Ah.
7 on.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Did you notice I covered all the bases? He'll go either right or to the left. If he doesn't hit in
Yeah.
the center, he's gonna go right or left. See, that's
Yeah, and it's going to be a little up or down probably.
I'm good at. I wish I could gamble like that. Man,
Oh,
4, 9 on.
Thank you.
wow, this is he's going to need Coco to make a mistake here, and Coco's got to be feeling pretty good because he had a rough start. I mean, 3-4-4-4, but you know he's found it now. Whatever it is, like he made a fundamental change, and it's paying off for him. So whether he's taking extra lines, looking at a different flag, whatever it is, it's working for him now. And that's how fast it flips. You know, we talk about this all the time, but Armen had to feel like he was in the driver's seat there. And,
V-ball, 8 on.
Thank
oh,
yeah, Armen's got one shot left.
yeah, this is the last shot. He's going to need some help here if he wants to keep from going to a third one.
Well, all he can do is what he can do. Put in the 5 or in the V ring, and then just leave it up to Coco.
Yeah.
All right, so now it's up to
All right,
Coco to
all
lose it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
See, as bad as it looks, Armen actually has a better score this go around than last go around. Seriously, I mean, you know, he actually just shot very consistent.
Yeah.
But it's always a contrast against your opponent, right? And the difference is Coco's been shooting amazingly well this match.
And Coco's got some points to give up, so he can play it a little safer here. Oh,
4, 9 on.
Thank you. That was a good win call, though.
Yeah.
as long as he shoots a 4, he's going to win this round.
Oh,
And he gets it.
4, 10
That's
on.
it. Yeah.
He gets it by only 1 point after all that. Look at his last 2 shots were 4s.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what do we do now? We even.
oh, shit.
Yeah, so they don't realize
I
they
don't
they
know.
think they're tied. It was that close at the end that they're trying to figure out who
It's a
won.
tie.
No, what's your score? Check the score. 46?
Oh, no, it's not tie. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Damn, sorry, man. I didn't see that.
All right, so now they're one each.
Check those guns, please,
Yeah.
so you can swap
Yeah.
over.
That means they have to
I
go to
put
a
mine in,
third
It's a long one.
match. All right, here we go. So to emphasize, if Coco wins, it's over.
First shot of
He is the
4.
new
Yeah.
champion.
Thank you.
If Armen wins, it's not over. They still have to do to a shoot-off.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So Coco's with a high 4 for his first sider.
John, we're going to give you a raise. Double the work. Yeah, I can buy my own.
Oh,
First shot is a 4.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now look at those flags on the left. They're all blowing pretty hard, but the ones on the right are pretty mild. But on target, they went left.
Coco really wants to make this cider count.
Oh, absolutely.
And they've only got 45 seconds, so, you know, it sounds like a lot of time, but man, I'll tell you that 45 seconds, it goes quick when you're shooting.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
5.
I'll
Second
take
sider.
that. I'll take that one.
Okay.
Thank
First
you.
on 5.
All right.
Now Coco's in the driver's seat.
Well,
I
maybe.
know, for one shot. For one shot.
He's got 9 to go. Now, Armen, again, this is tough. You know, they just had 2 very tough matches. And
Yeah.
this is the third one. Again, back to it's an elimination match for Armen. And Coco, obviously, he wants to close the door on this thing and go home.
Yeah.
Collect his $5,000 and just go on down the road. But, Armen, I think Armen's going to disagree with him on that. Here we go.
There we go.
Second side is a
we go.
5.
I'll take that, please.
Gotcha.
Well, all right. So they're identical scores right out of the gate. So here we go.
Oh, shit.
And those flags are going the other way now.
Yeah.
The flags on the right, well, they're dead. They
Look at those downwind flags on the left.
Yeah. And see, Armen's looking at all that. Never just lay there and do nothing. Watch the wind the whole time. That's what he's doing. Now Coco's trying to make a decision.
5 to
He
1.
caught it.
Thank you.
Look at that right side flag. It picked up pretty quick there. And now it's fallen off again. I mean, these are tough conditions. It's, I know a lot of people look at this and go, it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look that tough. But, I mean, this is hard shooting right here.
Now, another thing that most people don't realize is to keep the shot in the 5 ring at 1,000 yards, these shooters need to be able to read the wind within 1.5 mile per hour. That's how tight it is.
5, 2 on.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, it's not easy. On top of that, that is a 10-inch circle at 1,000 yards. So if you're perfectly centered, you only have 5 inches to the edge, right?
Yeah.
That means if you move your gun 5 thousandths of an inch while you shoot,
V-ball,
you
3 on.
multiply that times 1,000 yards. That's 5 inches. So the margins of error are extremely small for wind reading, gun handling, all of the above.
Yeah.
And that's assuming that your reloading is perfect. And your bullets are all, the same, and
Your
your
gun's in
ammo's
tune,
into everything. So to be able to, for these guys to be able to hit those
3 on.
land those
That's a good
shots in the
shot,
5 ring in these
Thank you, sir.
conditions is truly incredible. Off a bipod.
Yeah.
Under this much pressure. Don't forget the pressure.
With a 308 no less.
Yeah, but you add all that pressure that these guys are under right now, man, it's amazing that they can even hit the target. And look at those flags. Look at the ones on the right are going to the right. The ones on the left are going left.
5,
Yeah.
4 on.
Thank you.
And I mean, pride and glory aside, there's a $2,000 difference between first and second here. So,
Yeah. So winner gets $5,000. Second place gets $3,000. Plus, the winner gets the bragging rights of being a V-squared champion. Man.
now, if we haven't talked about it much, but Armen is actually part of a small contingent
4 on.
Canadian
Thank
shooter
You're welcome.
that came down, who earned points by shooting in U.S. national events and stuff like that. And it was really cool to see. I mean, I think there was 4 or 5 of them, and I mean, just really great shooters. People we see obviously some of the bigger matches, but it was really great that they took the time, were able to come down and participate.
Absolutely. And all of a sudden, he's in the finale.
Yeah. Boy,
5 on.
this is a slugfest. Just-
Man, I mean, Armen's all of a sudden they're hitting 5s. Armen's ahead by 1V. All of a sudden, nobody's dropping any points.
No, Coco's up by a V. Coco's got the V.
Oh, is that? Yeah, exactly. Coco's got the V. And all of a sudden, nobody's dropping any points.
Yeah. Oh, oh wow.
5 on.
Thank you.
Yeah, still in there
That's a pucker shot right there.
with a P.
with a P.
Man, their heart rate's got to be going crazy right now.
Yeah, they're halfway done. They're on the downhill now. Last 5 shots.
Oh, he put it right on top of his.
Like right on top.
Oh my goodness. Holy
Wow.
crap. Holy crap. Well, at least Armen knows where to hold now.
Yeah, for sure.
But look at those flags. Look at the flags on the right. And he sees that. He just looked at that.
But look at the control. Like, you look at the control of Armen. He had his shot. He had Coco's shot. He could have easily said, look, I know what the hold was. Bam, I'm going to take it. He still says, look, I'm going to play my game. I'm not shooting off. Oh, well.
Good
But
job,
either
Joe.
way.
Six on.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You're welcome.
commentator curse. But,
Well, maybe he should have.
maybe.
Now Coco's going, holy crap, what just changed? We haven't been losing any shots. So I think
Yeah.
Coco has the advantage here based on the fact that they were both pretty well centered up. He
Yeah.
knows that if Armen dropped a shot, then he kind of has a pretty good idea what happened. You know, give it a ring left and send it. But I don't know that that's what he's going to do. Because obviously we can't see what the Mirage is doing.
Oh,
I didn't want
4, 7 on.
Thank you.
Yeah. He's shaking his head because he knew what to do,
Yeah.
but I guess he didn't do it.
and a 5 or a V, and Armen's right back in this.
Well, they're tied except for Coco's ahead by 1V.
Yeah.
Yeah, Armen needs to hit a 5 or a V to put the pressure on Coco.
Yeah.
Like if he needs any more. These guys have got tremendous pressure on their shoulders.
Oh,
There it is.
oh,
Thank you.
dead tie now. I mean, this is literally a 3-shot match now.
All of a sudden, 3-shot match. After all this, after shooting 3 days, it's down to a 3-shot match all of a sudden.
Man.
I mean, and there's a lot of people watching this, and you can hear a pin drop at this point.
Yeah, because they're the only 2 shooters. We shoot them in alternating open.
Yeah, there's
PRs.
only 2 shooters. There's only 2
That's
shooters on
it.
the line. So everybody's watching this match right now.
V-ball, 8 on.
Thank you.
Just like that. Puts
Now,
the screws to
Coco
Armen
just
again.
shows that he's not here by accident. He's been
No.
shooting amazingly well for the last 3 days, and this shows it. To be shooting that well under that much pressure, it is truly incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, he caught it. He caught it.
Oh,
8 on.
Thank you.
He caught it.
man, he is the king of the liners on this match.
Look, I mean, Coco shows the pressure a little more. Armen is just stone cold. I think he was an assassin for hire on his past life. We don't know. We haven't. He hasn't confirmed. He's just stone cold. But Coco's managing. I mean, both of these guys are obviously shooting incredibly well. There you go. He caught it.
5, 9 on.
Thank you.
There's,
Oh man.
Armen's got 2 shots to go. Coco's got 1. My goodness.
Coco's got the 1D. Like that's the kicker right now.
Nice shot.
Thank you.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a one-shot match.
It is
Literally a one-shot match.
Literally after 3 days of shooting, it's coming down to one shot.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, talk about pressure.
It's insane. Like, this is a $5,000 shot right here. And like you said, listen to the audio.
He caught it.
Oh,
Okay, so
got it.
Armen hits a 5. They keep shooting. He hits a 4. He loses. He hits a V. He wins, and he forces a sudden death match. Here we go.
Oh.
He wins.
Oh!
He wins.
I don't know where it is, but good job.
You have a coin?
Armand, you're going to call it in the air, okay? Heads or tails?
Heads.
Calling it now?
Sure.
Heads it is.
All right.
You get the choice. Shoot first or let him shoot
He'll
first.
shoot first.
Okay. You're not
I'm being
suppressing.
nice to you.
I'm not an encyclopedia.
But if you want, I'll shoot first.
No, I'll shoot first.
I'll take that.
Can you give me my ammo, the green box, please?
5 shots, no siders. Let's go.
4, 1 on.
Thank you.
Oh, he caught it.
5. 1 on.
Thank you.
Yep.
Four more shots.
Yeah, you've talked about this with other matches, and you know there's days where you're the liner, you get the liner luck, and there's days where you don't, and you know.
V.
Oh yeah,
Thank
Coco
you.
putting the pressure on him.
Yeah. Armen just has to keep it clean, though. I mean, 4 more Vs and he's got it.
Yeah, but it's easier said than done. I mean, look at those flags.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you keep it clean, you win. Especially because you know, Coco dropped that 4 at the beginning.
Yeah.
Now Armen's taking his time. He knows how important this shot is.
Oh,
B.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Man, this is tense.
Five.
Thank you.
Now, I wonder who's got the most pressure at this point, because Armen, he's ahead. So
Yeah.
he's let's say it's for him to lose it at this point. Whereas Coco, he's fighting from behind at this point, and it's only a 1 point match. It sounds very drastic, but it's literally that's how important that one shot
Thank
is.
you.
That 1-4,
You're welcome.
and
Yeah.
that's all because of the coin flip.
Yeah.
He lost the coin flip, which means he had to go first.
Yeah. So Armen got that little extra advantage of seeing that first shot from Coco.
Right. Now, he doesn't know where Coco aimed, but these guys have a pretty good idea where they would aim. And they just assume that the other competitor will do the same. And that gives them kind of an idea where to, how to compensate for a shot. It's not 100%, but at least it's an idea.
Oh.
4. Thank you.
Wow. So Armen would have to drop 2 4s.
Yeah.
if-
2 points and 2 shots.
Yeah, 2 points and 2 shots. So he's got a huge advantage at this point. But it is
Yeah,
not
'cause, I mean,
guaranteed. He shot threes
It's not
before.
guaranteed. He's got 20 inches to work with now. Look at that left flag.
Very nice.
Coco
5.
Coco
Thank you.
can't help
4
but
on. You're welcome.
he was hoping he'd blow a freaking 3 or a 2 or something.
We know what that haha meant.
Yeah, he just feels that $5,000 check slipping out of his hands at this point. All right, the least he can do right now, put a 5 V up on the board and just hope that Armen will make a mistake. There it is.
Thank you.
All right, so Armen, he can he hits a 4 or higher, he wins.
Awesome.
Oh man, he wins. Armen wins.
Got it. Very nice, Armen.
That's it.
Whew, that was a stressful match. Man, what a match. That was freaking intense.
I found myself holding my breath. Like, it's crazy watching that.
Yeah. It was truly incredible. All right, so we got Armen here with us today. Armen.
Hello, gentlemen.
How's it going? Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it was good. Very interesting.
Yeah.
So, how stressful was that match for you?
Probably be more stressful to watch that video now than when I was shooting. You kind of get into that mode when you don't feel the pressure until it's done, and then you realize how much pressure was on you after the shoot is over. But it's a joy, man. You enjoy it, so you don't think about the stress.
Yeah, that was quite a stressful match. I as I was watching it, it was so stressful.
Yeah. And it's back and forth. Like, through all 3 matches, everything. There was never somebody who was running away with it. It was like, just back and forth with each other.
It was. This format is different. I've shot quite a few matches. everywhere, and you feel the pressure. But the V2 is different. It's a good pressure. You're under pressure all the time, and it takes time to get used to it. But once you can control your emotions, your feelings, everything, it's great because it's a constant pressure all those 3 days. Not like in a regular match when you can make up few points next match or next day. It's good. I really liked it.
Now, Armen, do you remember your calls? Kind of at least the most extreme calls. How much were you having to hold? Were you having to switch back and forth, left and right on the target?
Correct. Yeah, there were minute and a half, two, half a minute. When went over 2, I would dial, and I dialed only few times. But the elevations, that's the biggest thing. That's a very tough range, and not always the same. I looking through my notes while I was shooting. It's same condition, you fire, and it's a completely different score. So there was a lot of luck involved in there as well. And you've seen my line leakers there quite a few times, but I guess
It's part of the game.
Yeah, it's part of the game. Yes.
Yeah.
Do
absolutely.
you up in Canada? Do you guys do a lot of pair firing?
That's all we do.
So this was probably a little more natural for you than some of the shooters we have that are used to string firing all the time.
Yeah, I actually prefer string firing. I love shooting Southwest Nationals or U.S. Nationals because it's a different style of shooting. You kind of find your bracket and wait for it. In Canada, we shoot pairs where every time you have to make a wind call, and it's an advantage. It brings your wind reading skills. It makes them a lot better because every 45 seconds or minute, whatever, you have to make a decision correct and fire a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was some good shooting, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
V squared champion. How does that feel?
Feels good. Amazing. I still can't believe it sometimes, but I look at my placket. It feels good.
What has it been like back home from your, the Canadians when you brought back the championship? What are some of the comments that you've heard?
Oh, it was great. Huge support. Not only from Canada, even all the friends that I shoot with in the US. All the guys were super supportive. I remember first day I was cleaning my gun and Tracy Hockey comes to me and he said, "You shot amazing." He's like, "Whatever you see, just zip it up. You have a good chance to win it." I'm like, "Come on, Tracy, there's so many good shooters." But then at the end he came, he's like, "What did I tell you?" So there was a lot of support. It's good sportsmanship, really good guys. That's a big part of the sport that I like. I have so many friends all over the world, US, Europe, Canada. It's just a joy shooting and being part of it.
Yeah, man. Tracy was right. You shot outstanding. Now, keep in mind, Tracy is also a former V squared champion, so
Correct.
he knows what he's talking about. He knows what a good shooter and a good gun look like when he sees one.
Yeah. Well, it was a great experience. I'm glad we made it there. Looking forward again.
Yeah. Did you find that like we've made changes this year that now allow some of the Canadian scores to count towards V squared points? Have you found that not just your win, but the participation of everybody that came down from Canada is kind of a lot more people are asking about V squared, about how to enter, get points, things like that?
For sure. Yeah. Even now, I mean, we had Westerns a few weeks back. I couldn't attend, but everybody's talking about, doing well, so they get the points for the V2. And now next week we'll be shooting our nationals in Saskatchewan, and that's everybody's talking. We got to do well to get those points. So it's good. Thank you guys for doing that. That's really good.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, and it's great to see everybody coming down. And it's certainly, it can't be easy. International travel with firearms is always a challenge. So we know that's an extra hurdle you guys have to take. So we appreciate you doing that to come down.
No problem. We love shooting. We love competing. We'll travel. No problem.
All right, man. Armen, again, congratulations. And I assume we're going to see you at the next V squared finale.
For sure, man. I'll do my best. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for having me.
All righty.
Thanks,
Take
Armen.
care. John, thanks for being here, and we'll see you next
Thanks for
time.
having me. Yeah, absolutely.
Good job, man. Take care.
All
Bye-bye.
right. You too. Bye.
Okay, take care, guys.